Hello, and this is Bogash Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the DC Multiverse Steve Trevor figure. So before we take a look at Steve Trevor, let's take a look at the only accessory that he comes with, his shotgun. So there's a little bit of paint detail going on this, but there's really not a lot of paint detail or sculpting going on it. It's got a little bit of paint and a little bit of sculpt, but nothing major. I really hate this right here, where it's supposed to be the trigger. It's just this round piece right here, which really makes it, he's not able to hold it in his hand, which really bothers me a lot. I'll go ahead and show that right now, because I was going to have him holding it for all of this review, but it just won't go. So, pretty sure that's not how you're supposed to hold a shotgun, because you can see he's holding it like that. And if you try to put it in the right way, that happens. So that bothers me a lot, because his only accessory he can't even hold. I wanted him to just hold it with one hand just like that, but if you make him hold it with two hands, he can hold it the way he's supposed to. But, you know, then, like, for this review, I can't show his articulation or anything like that, so that does bother me, so I'm going to have to take that out of his hands for the duration of this review. So for face sculpt, I think this looks like Chris Pine very much. I think Mattel did a great job sculpting his face, because it looks very realistic. I think his hair came out nicely too. It's dark brown and has a dry brushing of really, really light brown on top of it. So I think that looks really awesome. You can see what it looks like there. He's got this fur collar on his coat. Sculpted out nicely. Would have preferred like a dry brushing of white or something over it, just to give it more of a... I think like on fur, a dry brushing of some color, some other color makes it look better. He has lots of sculpting detail on his sweater there, and on his... Is this a jacket or a coat? Is it a jacket underneath the coat? Yeah, anyway, it's got a lot of sculpting detail. You can see all the sculpting detail right there. I think his belt buckle came out nicely. You actually do have to watch for that, because I've seen a few where the belt buckle's been like clear over here or over here, and this one had the best paint apps on it. So you do have to watch for that. Again, he has some nice sculpting right here. And this belt buckle back here on the back of his coat isn't even painted. I would have preferred that to be painted. And it's just a little bit of a bother to me. But I've got to be nitpicky sometimes. And for the wrappings on his boots, I think that came out really nicely too. I really like the color of it too. It's black and then has a dry brushing of like green over it. Like dark green and light green. So I think that looks really nice. And his boots look really nice too. There's lots of sculpting detail on this figure. I really, really like that. They look very realistic. And they even have a dry brushing of like black and light brown over them. That way it looks like it's been through dirt and mud. I just really like that. I think it came out really nicely. So this figure is really, really awesome. Except for the fact that he can't hold his gun. But he can hold it with both hands like you're supposed to. I just wanted him to hold it single-handedly. So now I'm going to go over his articulation. He's got a ball-jointed head that can look up just a little bit and down just a little bit. He can move side to side without any problems. He's got ball-jointed shoulders that can move out that far. He's got single-jointed elbows. And he's got a swivel at the wrist. He's got a ball-jointed diaphragm that can move back that far. Or it can move back that far and down that far. He can kick forward that far. He can actually do a split. So that's really nice. I did forget to show that in the last review with these Wonder Woman figures. But they really can't do a split since the one has a cloak on and the other one has a dress on. Because I have them right here for comparison. He can kick forward that far. He can kick back that far. He's got a swivel at the thigh, single jointed knee, and a swivel at the ankle. So overall, I really like this figure. I think it's got great articulation, great sculpt, and great paint detail. But this gun does bother me a lot. I'm sure you could probably, I don't know if you could put a Walking Dead shotgun in his hand or not. I might have to try that. So, you might want to get a different shotgun for him, because if you're like me, I have lots of weapons and accessories just laying around for figures like this, so I'm sure I have a replacement piece for him. So overall, I really like this figure. And I'm going to do a comparison of him next to the cloaked Wonder Woman. And she kind of has a hard time standing up, so I'm having to support her. I think the height difference is really good. I also think these figures look really awesome together. And then, I don't know why figures tend to do that when I look away for 1 second. Here he is next to the Themyscira Wonder Woman. And then here he is next to normal Wonder Woman. So that's my review. I would highly recommend this figure because it's really awesome, and it's got a lot of sculpt detail, paint detail, and the likeness is really awesome. So I would highly recommend this toy. So that's my review. And if you like this review, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.